I'm going to give you my review for College Football 25 and let you know, is it worth buying? Now, College Football 25 has been a game over 10 years in the making pretty much. We haven't had an NCAA game for a decade. The hype behind this game was massive. Everyone was talking about it. Anytime a trailer came out, there were hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views over the marketing for this game. So basically, what's the question going to be is this game worth buying? I'll say yes, but maybe wait till it's at a discounted price. I'll go in depth why. Now, presentation-wise, college football might be one of the prettiest sports video games we've had to look at. From the way the stadiums look, how the fans are actually lifelike in this game, and you feel like they're there. They're just not pixels that are put in there compared to, Madden. The intros to the colleges were awesome. It's so cool picking a different team and checking which stadium and how they enter the field. Really cool. Feels very lifelike. It brings you into the atmosphere, and that's something a lot of sports games struggle with doing. Not gonna lie. Watching the FSU opening intro is electric. And also, Virginia Tech coming out to Enter Salmon will have you freaking juiced. College football does offer a little bit of variety of game modes. They did bring in College Ultimate Team, which is going to be EA's way to grab more money. Pay $100 for the pre-order to play 3 days early. Hey, please buy our packs, and we'll also give you Madden. So you're getting 2 Ultimate Teams this year within a couple weeks of each other to spend all your money so you can pay to win online. They do also have Road to the College Playoffs, which is basically your online 1v1. That mode is fun. However, you are forced to use tier 1 teams, top 25 teams in the country, because, as we'll talk in later with gameplay and mechanics of gameplay, Stadium Pulse in this game is so overpowered and so stupid. You are forced to use a team that can at least compete. I don't know how many times I've run across Alabama and OSU, and the way the OSU is with the freaking spin, with their running back and the abilities he has, it's so stupid. But other than that, it's fun if you're in competing. I've had some really great moments, some really great games. It's just your basic, play this, get this many wins. It's your time for your trophy. Move up to the next level, which is like your higher competition. Road to Glory. This is what we were all excited for. Because in previous iterations of NCAA football, Road to Glory, whatever it was they called back then, was just so much fun. It was so immersive. Some of the best sports modes in games were these college football games. Hate to say with this one, they kind of botched it. Starting off, the way you choose what type of player you're going to be, complete missed opportunity by EA. You choose an archetype, and you have like 4 selections. You can go to like a big name recruit, contributor, a blue chip player, and like an underdog. And this will basically set your rating. It'll give you like a physical attribute so you can get a boost. And this is just a missed opportunity. What they should have done is scrap that. They should have had us play through high school, and depending how we performed in our high school games, that would determine what type of player you were, like they did in previous years. For some reason, they took that away, and I'm sorry. That is a huge swing and a miss. That was some of the best parts about the college football games, was going to high school and working your way up to see where you would get recruited to. Now, yeah, you can basically choose what college you want to go to. They do show if they have interest in you by like the color. Green means very interested. You'll probably start playing right away. Yellow, there's some interest there. You might be a scheme fit. You have to work your way up. And red, they're not interested, but you'll end up working your way up just the way the game is. Complete miss. The high school games should have been fun to do, like maybe 8 to 10 high school games, and depending how you perform in those games, you get recruiters coming to you. It would have been cool to have like a section where you're talking with recruiters to see if you'd be a fit for the program. Huge swing and a miss. Another portion I kind of don't like with Road to Glory, it takes so long to upgrade your player. like you have to wait and get experience points throughout games you play, and after you build up enough skill points, you can put them into certain slots to upgrade your player. A lot of these slots though start off at like between 10 to 13 points, and it takes forever to upgrade them. So I wish they would have tweaked that a little bit, and then it'd be easier to upgrade your player. Especially if you pick the underdog rule, you're going to be a low rated player for a long time in this game. Another small gripe I have when you're playing Road to Glory is you build what's called Coach Trust. And with Coach Trust, the higher you level up your Coach Trust, the coach will let you, hey, I pick a different play, because you get one play to pick from. It's what the coach calls. There's an option in there to pick something else, and it'll list 3 other plays that you can choose from. Sometimes when you do this, the coach will just give you the same play for all 3 selections. It's like, I just wasted one of these Coach Trust points that I built up to pick a play for nothing. What they could have done, and I think would have been a better fix, especially if you play the QB position, after you build up a certain number of Coach Trust skill points, he'll let you audible because he trusts you within his offense to know you're making the right calls, you're seeing the right things on the field. That would have been very cool. We don't get that. You just get to pick plays, and after you max it out at like 32,000 points or whatever, you get nothing. It's just kind of a waste. I see why they did it. It's a cool little mechanic, but they just kind of underachieved with it. And along with these coaches play, especially if you're in like a lower ranked college, the coach will pick run play after run play after run play. I couldn't tell you how many times on 2nd and long after I had gotten sacked or a penalty happens, the coach calls halfback draw. I've had it 3rd and 14, coach calls halfback draw instead of trying to throw a pass. And this has even happened within the 4th quarter where you're down by 1 or 2 possessions when you need to throw the ball to try to come back. It's ridiculous how many times I've seen the halfback draw.
It's 3rd and 12 with time winding down here in the 4th quarter.
All right.
Let's see what
Call the
Sweeney's
halfback draw.
gonna draw.
That'll get us the first down.
Coach, I really think we should draw up a passing play.
What did you say? Ref, timeout. Come here. Take your helmet off. Now when I call a play, you run the damn play. Here at Swiggity Swoo U, we pride ourselves on tough, hard-nosed, run it down your throat, grind and pound football. Now when I call a draw, you run the damn draw. Don't think I won't get Jensen off the bench to come in here and run the play. All right, boys, let's go. Get us this first down.
That's the ball game, folks. What a bunch of idiots.
Son of a... Now, there is some really fun moments with College Football 25. What I will say, the skill stick feels very responsive in this game. It's fun. It feels arcadey. It's fast-paced. But on the other edge of the sword, the defense in this game is atrocious. I have multiple clips I will be showing you all. The tackling in this game, some of the worst I've ever seen. So many of these defensive players will be coming up, and all they do is like this 2-hand touch animation where all it does is literally looks like they push you to run a little bit faster. It's insane. I've had clips where I've had 3 people around a fumble. It's only been my team around a fumble, nobody else around it, and the 3 of them can't pick it up, and an offensive lineman will come, do the most athletic somersault I have ever seen, and grab the ball up. I've literally had a fumble where I was playing with a buddy. Tackle has got to bounce. His guy fumbled. My other safety that's near the play, the ball is touching his foot. He's in an animation where he's staring at the fans. And then another receiver runs and picks the ball up. I ain't gonna lie, I rage quit so quick. I turned my TV off. I shut my system off. I was ready to Gronk spike my whole setup. The spin move. The spin move has been one of the most overpowered spins I've ever seen in a video game, especially a football game. Yes, apparently they patched it and nerfed it. Doesn't work as well. But I'm telling you, if you picked OSU and you used their running back, you had people randomly spinning on you in the middle of the games just because it was so broken. You could break 3 or 4 defenders off one spin move. It's ridiculous.
Do ba 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 do do ba do boo do
gives that guy a map.
A do, a do, ba do, ba do, a do, ba do, ba do, do, do. A do, ba do, ba do. A do, ba do, ba do, ba do, ba do.
Shoot angles in this game are hot garbo, man. I'm telling you, like, they run a straight line. They don't understand angles at all. It's ridiculous. I've even had, you're going to see in a clip, my buddy got a punt return TD on me, and one of my gunners is literally walking up the field as the returner's coming to him until he gets within a certain distance, and then he starts running. It's some of the worst defense I've ever seen in this game. Some of the moves in this game are ridiculous. Offense is too overpowered. And for you all trying to tell me, hey man, this college football, that's how it's like, I'm letting you know right now, if one of my college players plays like that in a game, their ass gonna be on the bench. Another thing that's horrible with the defense in this game, cornerbacks shedding when they're getting blocked. Non-existent. I have yet, within weeks and hours of gameplay, have had a successful corner block shed. These RPO bubble screens in the game are some of the most overpowered best plays you can run, because the corner is always coming up that's supposed to guard the guy in the slot that's running the bubble, coming up to stop the run. You throw it to that guy, your receivers have some of the best blocking ever. I mean, they are all pro receiver blockers, no matter what school you're on. They are blocking these corners into oblivion. It's insane. I will say though, there are moments in this game where it's really fun. I've had a few moments in games where some really cool animations have happened. It felt a little bit more realistic, and it's just fun. I've had some spots where throwing the ball into a tight window happened. It was really cool. There are some really good moments and fun moments in this game while playing. I like that they went more fast-paced, more of an arcadey feel. I like sports games like that a little bit more, and that is one of the reasons why I think 2K has gone downhill, is because they tried to go so realistic when stuff that doesn't happen realistically in games happens. It kind of like throws you off because you're like, I thought this was supposed to be realistic, you know. So love the amount of teams you can choose in here. There's like 100-something colleges to choose from. It's not like Madden where you only get 30-something teams, and it's like you're playing the same team every other online game. However, that being said, you are forced to go ahead and use a top 25 team for the most part, because otherwise you're just going to get blown out. I kid you not, it feels like in the script of this game, if you use a lesser team against a top 25 team, like one of those tier 3 or tier 4 teams, you fumble way more. It's bound to happen. I don't understand. It could be the most basic tackle. Your guy will fumble. It just feels like it's coded in the game to like make sure the top school wins. And especially with Alabama, that defense, for whatever reason, it's ridiculous to play against in the game. Like I said, there are fun moments. Is this an upgrade over Madden? I'll say slightly. There's moments of here that are better than Madden, but there's a lot of stuff that was ported over from Madden that you could tell in this game, and it doesn't mesh well because, you know, Madden's been a garbage game for years and years and years, going on a decade now. I will say, I think college football enthusiasts will enjoy this. The casual gamers will enjoy this. It's a fun pickup. Your hardcore sports players, like who like Ultimate Team and all that, it's got its good, it's got its bad. I think this is worth playing. I would just go ahead and wait until it's on a discounted price to start playing it. Scale out of 10, I'll probably give college football, I'll give it a 6. It's slightly above average. It's a fun game. It was nice to see it come back. I still play it a lot, even though it makes me rage a whole lot. I'll be doing my review for Madden coming up. I'm just going to wait to get it. I'm going to wait about a week or two maybe, see if there's any bugs or anything to go in it, because I don't want to buy a game if it's not, you know, finished up, or if there's a patch coming or something. I'll let you know about that. As always, thank you for tuning in to Coda's Cove. If you like this content, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and hey, be a friend, tell a friend, come on down to the Cove, because the water's fine, baby. Thank you.